Golf has come a long way since its inception hundreds of years ago. Today, competing amongst the best takes sheer determination, harnessing of fitness, mental state and technique. Under the guidance of PGA Tour player Scott Stallings, one golfer will push to improve his game to try and qualify for the Open Championship and take home £100,000 should he get there. Whilst three other golfers will follow the same programme, then compete in a showdown at the birthplace of the Open with a chance to win a cash prize. This series documents their journey.
Hi, my name's Joe. I'm 32 years old and I live in Basingstoke in Hampshire.
Joe Viner is a scratch handicap amateur golfer, and just like thousands of other hopefuls, Joe is hoping to qualify for golf's most historic and prestigious championship, the Open. 12 players across the UK from regional and final qualifying will compete in the championships at Royal Liverpool. Should he get there, he'll turn professional and win £100,000 from the golf app Hole 19.
The shot, it is just that one shot I've got, which when you kind of mention it like that, it does heap a load of pressure on it in my head. That's the best thing about the Open, you know. Anything can happen. Prep started about 2 months ago now. Everything with the shot in terms of HWPO, training, mobility is kind of followed on from then.
Yeah, ready. All good?
Joe is not alone. With the help of Hole 19, HWPO and Mobility Pro, 3 other amateur golfers will take on a separate 6-month journey to improve their game, culminating in an all-or-nothing showdown at the birthplace of the Open, Prestwick Golf Club. The eventual winner will receive a cash prize and VIP tickets to the 151st Open at Royal Liverpool. Mentoring the cast through their journey is Scott Stallings, a 3-times winner on the PGA Tour, and Justin Aarons, Golf Programme Manager at HWPO.
I think this is going to be the hardest part. I feel like when I get to talking I'll be fine.
So my name's Lewis Fisher.
I'm Charlie, I'm 25.
I'm 31.
I play off 5.4.
And at the minute I'm playing off 20.9.
I'm Kelly McNulty, I'm 27 and play off 2. Yes! Is that all you needed? I started playing around 10, 11-ish, and I guess it's a bit of an unusual sport for a young girl to get involved in. None of my family play at all. I'm definitely not from one of those golfing families. You know what they're like. Around 13, started with training with England Golf. Maybe when I was younger, when I first started, I had that goal of playing competitively on tour, like who doesn't want to do that? But then I think I was more realistic about it, or around like from 16 onwards that wasn't really going to be the case. And yeah, I just didn't really see that as being, you know, a career path that I wanted to take. We're on King Eddie's Bay in Timor. This is the best place. Yeah, I like being at home. So you'd think I'd be good at playing in the wind, but I'm actually not the best. I've got quite a high ball flight, so it's not ideal, but where are we playing the game? Prestwick. I've never played there, but obviously it would be linksy, so, or it sounds linksy, and it's just a nicer, like links golf's the best golf. I think a strength of like playing on a links is I'm not very technical in my shots. I'm more creative and kind of see them that way with feel rather than, you know, a parkland course where you have to be more strategic, but we'll see. Should I start with these?
Are you a competitive person?
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know that I am from just like looking at me or how I'll go on, probably in the shot, but I am really high competitive, yeah. That opportunity where you've got men and women playing together, I think that's kind of why I want to dive into it fully, so, you know, you can show that women golfers are pretty decent sometimes.
I think I've never really seen golf as an actual workout. It's more of a long walk and a couple of shots in between. So the idea of bringing my CrossFit and golf together is really exciting, and to actually see as I get fitter, my golf gets better is really interesting and something that I've never really thought of before. The Hard Work Pays Off app is a massive part of CrossFit as a community, but I never knew that it had a focus on golf and that it could have a focus on golf. For me, CrossFit's always just been about trying to be fitter, trying to be faster and stronger, but the focus on golf really takes it more than that. It's about flexibility, it's about range of motion, it's about having your heart rate peak and then calming down for the next shot as well. So joining the two together, it's something that I would never thought would have happened. It's nerve-wracking to sit with somebody that I've just followed playing the Masters and is into CrossFit and knows about the journey that you go through with CrossFit, and to sit with him and have a discussion about my fitness, my development. It's so exciting, but it's almost like it's my version of being sat with a celebrity, really. Lots of people follow film stars, but yeah, I'll follow athletes more than that.
Started at 12, 13, quite late, I'd say. Got the bug hard, got picked up by an American university, went over there for a year. Did not play good golf out there, really struggled. And we kind of did everything I wanted to do out there. We got to nationals, we won conference, and then kind of came home and slowly fell out of love with competitive golf. But then stopped playing completely when I moved to Australia at the age of 22 and didn't pick up a club for 7-ish years. And then picked up a club after the first lockdown. Leading up to this, kind of been playing more and more and filling my weekends with it. When I gave up golf, I kind of filled my time with fitness. Quite a competitive person, so I was like, I need to do something. And I filled it with CrossFit. A little bit of competitiveness and some events like that, but they hurt too much. God, they're painful. I'm a lot bigger up top. I put on muscle in the worst places for golf. From 7 years of doing CrossFit and not doing anything golf related. So trying to turn on the muscles I used to use and the ways I used to create power. It's completely different to what I was doing, which is awesome. There's a lot of rotational stuff which I haven't done ever. And as you saw earlier, I got knackered just doing it. Everything that we did was stuff which I'm rubbish at in the gym. And trying to get better at it quite quickly. Hard to do. I mean, a lot of it is in the evenings when it's very easy to just sit on the couch and watch TV, but you're kind of like, right, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna do some mobility.
Hi guys. Morning.
I've been playing my whole life, pretty much. Since I was 6, I think I remember I went to the driving range first time. Maybe younger, but I can't remember that. And it's always something that I've enjoyed doing. Summer holidays, Easter holidays, kind of golf camps and things like that. Kind of my parents getting rid of me for a week or so. It's been something that's already been there in the summer months, and only in the last few years I've started taking it quite seriously. And along with that, my handicaps dropped dramatically to, I think I was off 18 and 3 years ago or something like that. And it's just working hard. A number of months ago, started looking more about kind of the fitness side of things anyway, and didn't really know where to look at in terms of a golf side. I don't want to just become a gym person. I want to use it to improve something else I already do. So having great understanding now with HWPO, Mobility Pro as well, already getting into more of a routine with that kind of stuff as well. We've all gone to golf courses not warmed up, and it's quite obvious why you kind of not hit the ball great off the first tee. I think having that element of warm up and that added mobility into your life and sport is hugely beneficial. It's still really early on in that stages already, especially even with the HWPO workouts. you get why each movement is there. It's not just go and lift a bunch of weights, because actually it isn't about that at all. Yeah, I mean, I know I want to land this. I want to land it just past. I want to land it here. It's like it's not soft here, so yeah. I mean, the idea is it lands there and just kind of trickles into this area here. And I'm not trying to hold this, because I think, you know, if you go 6 foot past, you're ending up on the bottom tier over there. Or do that completely, which is what's in my head. Now you're just trying to, you know, save bogey here.
Mentoring the cast through their journey is Scott Stallings, a 3-times winner on the PGA Tour, and Justin Aarons, Golf Program Manager at HWPO.
All right, well, guys, first of all, congrats for being here, and excited to see the progressions you guys are making and have made and are currently making. So excited to be involved in the process. So I'm Scott Stallings. Play golf on the PGA Tour, and this is my 13th season, and I guess co-founder, creator, whatever we're calling it, with HWPO and Matt Frazier and Justin and Matt O'Keefe, and really proud of the product that we put out there, you know, kind of integrating more training focused in the world of professional golf and just golf in general, and kind of taking what I do day in, day out, and kind of being able to bring it to the masses, you know, people like yourself, and, you know, try to help them finally see what they're capable of, not only in the gym, but on the grass, and hopefully have a carryover between all that, sort of the same way that I did.
Does anyone have any further questions for Scott or Justin there?
The main one really was, how do you prepare to peak at certain points of the season? Like, example, the Masters.
Well, a little bit of it is sort of how I compartmentalize my training. A little bit of it has to be, anybody that says they've mastered peaking is probably lying, other than maybe like Tiger in the world of golf, because golf is the only sport that you can do everything right and still get a bad result. Like, I can hit the perfect shot with the perfect wind, the perfect yardage, and hit the flag and go in the water. Like, I did everything right. And again, that's not like a woe is me mentality. It's more just an understanding that it's a very unique game in regards to, and you can do everything wrong and get a good result. So I think in the way that I feel, the way that I practice, the way that I prepare, like, all that stuff kind of goes into it. And when it comes down to it, it's load and time management. Like, I want to be excited to go to the course, and obviously a place like Augusta is not very hard to have to get up for. Like, it kind of speaks for itself as far as, man, like, I'm amped. And I think more just managing that is the key.
I mean, if you're in good shape and fit, you're going to be eager and ready to peak at any moment for a longer period of time. Whereas I feel if you are not, those longer stints on the road, in his case, it's more so of like, all right, I'm hanging on at this point. Like, I mean, I'm at this point, how many tournament rounds under a mentally taxing state am I going to be able to hang on to and continue to make the priority, which is week in and week out for him, make the cut, right? Like, to make money for not only myself and my family, but for my caddy as well, who is my teammate in this. But if I'm not physically and mentally fit enough, like, that state of being at peak, all of a sudden I feel like shrinks.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for coming on. Guys. Good luck, Scott.
Next week, Scott.
Thank you very much, Joe. We'll see you in about a month or so.
Yeah, can't wait, mate. Looking forward to it.
In order to perform to their best ability, it's imperative that the cast are using the best equipment, suited to their game and physiology. They've come to Callaway's state-of-the-art European Performance Centre for a club fitting with Callaway head club fitter, Chris Courtnidge.
It's my acting debut, that. Was I not supposed to say anything there?
No. Yeah.
So I'm Chris Courtnage. I'm the head fitter and product trainer here at Callaway Golf Europe. We're basically here to help. We're here to optimize equipment for people, and usually when people come in, there was always some kind of problem in the bag. They're looking for something different from their equipment. They're looking to improve in certain areas, or even just eliminate certain parts of the game that they don't like seeing, and that's what we can help to do. Yeah, hit a few and loosen off, mate, and then we'll get cracking.
I've only had one club fitting before, that was about when I was 11, 12, for the same set of clubs I've got now. So I think a lot might have changed, so looking forward to kind of seeing what might be different, and obviously technology's probably improved since 17 years ago. So yeah, absolutely looking forward to it.
With your 3-wood, you've got around 113, 114 mile an hour. That's the average PGA Tour driver head speed. That was middled. Okay, so we're starting to build a decent amount of yardage into this now as well. So as we're optimizing strike as we go, as I'm sort of building it through the club, you're transferring it into the ball, and we're seeing some good results. So.
Yeah, it's feeling a lot
predominantly downrange dispersion, so east to west is getting a lot tighter, but also hitting the ball further.
I was a bit worried at the start.
Nothing to worry about, mate. Bullet. Fastest ball speed yet?
I was going to say, that's probably the hardest I've hit it today. What was the ball speed?
Just over 170. He cracked 170 for the first time there. So, the idea here is we're just trying to make it as stable as possible, right? And with you, that's by packing weight in there. So if we can put more weight into the shaft, help you control your ball flights. Yeah. It's different for every golfer. Somebody might benefit from a lighter shaft, but what we've basically done today is gone heavier in your irons and lighter in your woods, and we're getting awesome gains across the board. So
doesn't compute in my head. I still don't really understand.
Well, it keeps people like me in a job, so that's all good.
You're a master.
Get that one on camera. Get that on camera. Clearly, I mean, you guys saw being in the room today, he's got a game on him. So absolutely, just from our deeper numbers, like what we'd look at initially when a golfer comes in the room, from like speed, attack, path, all those things that we kind of, as a golfer's warming up, we would look at straight away and go, okay, who's in the bay in front of us? He's got it all there. So yeah, he's the real deal for sure. Kelly's steady. We didn't see too much deviation in ball flight there. Sometimes she would block it out to the right a little bit, but that was me changing the club. As soon as we went back into the best setup, she was hitting her shape again. So that's dangerous on a golf course. If someone's hitting the same shot repeatedly, and then you have someone else spraying the ball a bit, you're going to take that every single time. But then great golf swing on Charlie when he was hitting driver. Again, faster club head speed, getting after the ball, and then all that power from Lewis. That's some serious clubhead speed there. So it's quite tough, you're going after finesse versus power. So I think I'd always take finesse. I think just keep the ball in play, right? A ball you can see down the middle is going to want you're going to score with. So I'll be leaning towards Kelly a little bit there, and she's playing off 2. So there's clearly a golf game there. So she might be the safe bet, but she's given up strokes. So we'll see.
Whilst the cast eagerly await their new clubs, it's back to the grind.
One kind of weakness in my game was always how far I could hit the ball. So I was never a really long distance player at all. Like most of the time I'd be hitting, a 3-wood or a 5-wood into greens that, the other women golfers would be hitting 6 irons, 7 irons, and it just makes it a lot easier. But when I first started, golf strength and conditioning just wasn't a thing. So I won Tallulah, you won't believe it, for the longest drive at the Captain's Day in, I don't know, 1 year when I first started. And yeah, it's just still standing there.
There's something in there. There's something there. I just need to. They all need to align. But yeah, I think I've mentioned to you guys before is that consistency of. It was when we were speaking to Scott. It's I might play really well, but just chip terribly, and it's like why? Because then a couple of days after I'll go chip really well, but have nothing off the tee. It's you've got to accept this isn't your full-time job. And think you don't go and do everything every day. Sometimes you cook food, you might overcook your chicken, because you're not a chef. So it's just putting things, and I think staying calm. I mean, over there, me of 3 years ago may have been a bit I don't know, stroppy, let's say. There are better words, but it's just, if you don't overcomplicate it, especially at this level. There we go.
Bosh.
What's the anticipation like then for this round of golf?
For me, at the minute, try and only lose one ball. Try and play a little bit more consistency than normal, and try and get rid of my slice. And that's it. Grip it and rip it. That'll go over. I've never given golf quite the focus it deserves, because it's not like riding a bike. You can't just pick it up and drop it again. So to give golf 100% of my focus with the idea of playing in a competition at the end of it is quite exciting. Go on! That felt good. Use the slope, roll it down. I'm trying to talk like I know what I'm doing, I ain't got a clue. Golf's always sort of been on the sidelines. It's never really been something that I've solely focused on. I've always focused on other sports like rugby and judo, but it's always been something there. My grandparents always played. They were club captains at their local club in Rochdale. My dad's always played. It's always been an aspect of work and friends. So I've always been playing golf, but like I say, I've never given it my all. And with doing the shot, I now get to give it my all. Oh, come on! Success for me is improving all aspects of my game, not just golf. It's my fitness, it's my mental health, it's my ability to be determined to achieve what I want to achieve on the golf course and in the gym. I've lost it. I just don't get it.
Definitely for me, I'm really interested to get back into that more golf specific training, if there's even such a thing. Like I say, this was part of what I wanted to do career-wise in terms of that physiologist and strength and conditioning. So I do love that area and find it so interesting. So yeah, it's nice to see, or interesting to see, the different apps and that tie in with CrossFit and golf and how it works with HWPO. I think typically I'm quite steady off the tee in terms of it doesn't really get into too much trouble. It's going to be at that point where it's like, narrator, she jinxed it. But then I kind of struggle in terms of getting in regulation. Maybe that's because I don't hit it very far and I'm hitting longer clubs in. But in terms of around the green, that's where I feel most comfortable. Apart from bunkers, I'll stay out of those and it'll be okay. I'll spin a Rooney.
Whoa, it's windy, so try and keep it as low as possible, I've hit 3 or 4 shots that I've hit up in the air and they've been taken away, so trying to keep hitting a good swing on it is the best thing for this. 179 here.
How is the swing doing? How's it feeling?
Ropey would be the best way to describe it. It felt great on the range. Felt absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I struggled out there. Bit worrying because it's links, but I'll put that down to that doesn't happen every day. Game was feeling very good, You've put a lot of anxiety in me, both of you. Wedges are the worst part of my game. While we didn't see it today, I'm normally a dynamite driver, but wedges are where I don't gain enough shots. I think the swing, there's enough good stuff there, so there's no real need to worry.
Next time on The Shot.
Let's go, get him out. Scott Stallings, PGA Tour player.
It's been hard. Trying to keep up with Scott is impossible.
I just paid him to say all this. So,
it's just completely changed my outlook on golf fitness.
Are you sure you want to be there?
Oh, he's so in danger there. I love it.
You know what a Walmart is? Yes. Yeah, there's one right here, built in between these balls.
I want to say there's a right answer here, but I don't know. Thinking about qualifying the next round is the worst thing in the world.
Try to get our man ready for the Open. Got a month left until the cash game. But the way I played today, not too excited.